Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter. Today I want to tell you about 5 reseller resolutions that I've made and implemented in my store that I want to share with you. So stay tuned. My first reseller resolution this year is to buy quality, not quantity. I think we all do this. This is a problem that I've had, and I've had to really dial it back. I will go into a thrift store and I will be walking around and I'm like, there's nothing in here for me to get, but I have to get something. You don't. It's okay to walk out of the thrift store empty-handed if there's nothing there for you, because you don't want to buy garbage that's just going to sit in your inventory and take years to sell off. You just don't want that. So think about quality versus quantity. When in doubt, part it out. That's my next bit of advice. If you buy a china set or you have a lot of glassware, maybe 10 or 12 pieces of the same pattern, don't sell them all at once. Part them out. So maybe 4 or 6 at a time. With the dinnerware, for instance, this Mickey and Minnie Mouse china set, it's a 16-piece set and I bought it about 2 years ago. I picked it up at a thrift store for $30 and I thought it was going to sell immediately, but it did not. Who knew? I thought everyone loves Disney. I ended up thinking about this and then I decided I'm going to separate all the pieces. So I sold the dinner plates a little over a year ago, and about a month ago, the bowls sold, and about a week after that, the dessert plates sold. Funny thing is, they sold all to the same buyer. The only thing I have left are the mugs, so I'm hoping that buyer decides to pick those up. But you will make more money off of separating items like that. And that $30 I spent on the entire 16-piece set, I got that back in just the first transaction when I sold the dinner plates, I believe for $50. So everything else was gravy after that. When in doubt, part it out. Number 3 of my reseller resolutions was actually implemented at the end of last year. I stopped promoting listings when I put them on eBay. I did. I really did. You know, I was seeing what their suggested promoted listings were, and I was like, I'm not going to pay you another 10, 15, 18%. No, there's no way. It kind of got ridiculous, their suggested amounts for promoted listings. So I decided I'm not doing it and I'm going to see what happens. And guess what? I was still selling and I wasn't giving them any more of my money. If you look at this Tiffany vase that I bought about a month ago, I found that at a thrift store for $6.99. And I just sold it a few days ago for $150. eBay wanted 13.5% if I went with their suggested promoted listing. No, I was not going to do that. Honestly, I was kind of shocked. 13.5%, that's a huge amount of money. And there was no way I was going to do it. And that would have been, I think after all the fees and everything, I received $125, $127 after shipping and after eBay's regular fees. If I had given them that extra amount, it would have been like $97 or $98 I would have gotten. So no eBay, I'm not promoting the listings. Here's what I am doing. Once I list an item, about a week or so in, I'll go back and look at some of these items and see how many views I've gotten. If I've gotten some views, if I have some watchers, great. Watchers I'll always send an offer to. But there's one thing I will do. If there are no watchers, no views, nothing, after about a week, I will put in maybe a 2% or 2.5% promoted listing on that item. But I'm not doing what their suggested promoted listing is, because that's crazy. Some of those suggestions are off the wall. They're nuts. That is a big one. No promoted listings on eBay. Not doing it anymore. Only when I have to and only on my terms. And that's about 2 to 2.5%. Number 4 of my reseller resolutions, keep better records. Whenever I go to thrift stores, I do take the receipts and I keep those in a file. That's really important. I want to have that as backup for what I've purchased. I also have my own line of books. I have a link below for those books. These help me. I just keep them in my car, and I just write down all of the items that I've purchased and how much I spent, especially when I go to yard sales where I'm not going to get a receipt from anybody. But keep better records for my tax purposes. I really want that moving forward. We're lucky this year because if you're made under 20,000, you're not going to get a 1099 from eBay. So I don't have to worry about that, but I want to create a better habit of record keeping. And number 5 of my reseller resolutions this year, refresh and relist. I have a link to another video that I did on this, and this has helped me quite a bit. Go back and look at some of your listings, check the descriptions, look at the photos, maybe even move the photos around, make a new one as your cover photo. Look at the shipping costs. Sometimes those get a little wonky. I know after Ground Advantage came in and USPS, I had some really odd shipping on some of my items, so I had to go back and fix a lot of things. Go back, refresh, relist, and it will definitely help your selling. These are all my reseller resolutions, and I hope they have been helpful, and I hope they will be helpful. I know they've been helpful to me. I am going to continue doing all of these things. I'm not promoting listings unless I have to, on my own terms, that's it. I'm buying quality over quantity, keeping better records. When in doubt, part it out, and refresh and relist. I think all of these things can really help your eBay selling. Thanks for watching, Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this video, please tap the like button, and if so inclined, please subscribe. Until next time, keep on thrifting.